Let's paint 4 super easy Christmas trees using watercolors, and I'm gonna show you 2 semi-fails that I had. Now this is what you'll need for this craft. I'll link everything down below. Watercolor paper, my cheapest watercolors because you don't need super expensive materials, some brushes, just whatever you have will work, and for decoration, some glitter, some gold paint, gold markers, or whatever you have. Let's start. Tree number 1. I call this one the strokey strokey tree because that's the only thing you'll do. Strokes, line rows and rows of strokes using different tones of green. You want to use lighter or a brighter green on top and a darker green at the bottom to create shadows and lights. And you're just gonna make strokes, rows of strokes, trying to visualize the triangular shape of the tree, right? So here we have 5 rows. Then I went and I added some at the edges to make it look more like a fluffy Christmas tree. As you can see, I added the tree trunk and I added a darker brown to give it a little bit more of dimension. I went on to add more leaves at the edge and basically just fill up all the white space. I added darker tones to create some shadows here and there, just mixing it up, making it look fluffy, and that's it. So easy. Now here I'm decorating with the gold marker. Adding some garlands, super fluffy garlands, just like the tree. After I added the garlands, I wanted to add the ornaments, the traditional red ornaments. So I used this eraser from a pencil and it really worked. Created perfect circles. It took a little bit of practice to nail it, but look, it's so easy. And then when it was dry, I added white lines at the top to make them look shiny, and it looks so good. I know. Tree number 2, my favorite. This one is so easy. You just need to make a line. The straighter the better. Add 3 chunky strokes at the top of the line, and then we're gonna add lines, diagonal lines, going from shorter to wider, from top to bottom, and creating that triangular shape. That's what you want with all the trees, a triangle. That's it. That's all you need. Then we're gonna add the same 3 big strokes at the tops, at the tips of every line. And we're gonna add strokes just to fill up the lines. And we're gonna do these with all the lines. How many times I said lines? I don't know. Alright, so in the first line, we're just gonna add 1 more stroke. In the second line, we're gonna add 4 more. And then in the last one, we're gonna add 6 more. You can see it. So easy. I just love it. And it looks really cool. It looks like it's hard to do, but it's not. You just have to be patient. And we're looking for symmetry here. It's really important that the lines are the same and that the strokes are kind of the same. So yeah, super easy. And now just adding a little bit darker brown, and I'm just gonna let it dry. Once it dried, I added some glue spots here and there. This glue was the worst, so I just suggest just normal glue will do. Then using my long nails, I distributed the glitter on top of every glue spot, and I just let that dry. Once it was dried, it was ready. And here it is. Yeah, tiny spots, right? I ended up adding a little bit more glitter here and there. Now I'm decorating with the golden marker, and look at this. Love it. Of course, the star. Every Christmas tree needs a star. Christmas tree number 3, and this is the easiest one. Just make a line, and with 1 stroke, in this case I did 2 because I don't know, but 1 stroke, that's all you need. Going from tiny strokes to wider strokes to create that triangular shape that we talked about. I added some darker green watercolor to add more dimension, but you don't have to. So easy and so cool. This one is so good. Then with the same pencil eraser, I created some gold circles, and with this pin, I added smaller circles to create more diversity or to make it look more interesting, you know? And I love it. Then with a hard brush, I added some sparkles, some splashes. You don't have to do that, but I like it. It looks cool. And of course, the star. And I love it. This was my favorite. It's so cute and easy. Tree number 4. And this one is even easier than the last one. It's just with a flat brush. Different tones of green going from brighter to darker. Make strokes. One wider or longer than the other one. Done. Boom. Ready. Now we add a star and we add some small details. I added a garland. Super minimalistic, super easy. Amazing. And it looks so cute. It really works. You can add text to one of the strokes, to a few of the strokes. Amazing. Christmas tree number 5. This was one of the fails. You'll see. First of all, use an actual tape that is for watercolor. I use just like matte masking tape. And I went and created a triangle and added different tones of green. And I should have left it here. Like, it looks really cool. But no, I decided to add salt because salt creates texture on watercolor. The salt will suck some of that watercolor and create some white spots. And yeah, it worked. It created texture, but it also didn't want to come out of the paper. Like, I let it dry for too long and the salt was just there. And you can see when I was making the garland, you can see the texture of the salt still there, which is not the best. But at the end, I like it. It's cute. It's so easy. So you can try it. Christmas tree number 6 is another fail. I did the same technique. I did the scotch tape triangle, and my idea was to make a rainbow tree, which amazing, right? So I went in, I added the colors starting from yellow, orange, pink, purple, and blue, and it was working. I liked it. I'm like, I'm an expert doing Christmas trees, and this one is gonna be super fun for kids, right? Well, one thing is you should use washi tape or tape for watercolor or painting, and you should also be careful when you peel it off the paper. I wasn't careful at all, and yeah, that's what happened. Hated it. I wasn't gonna do anything to it, and at the end I was like, you know what, let's try to fix it. Using a thicker silver marker, I went on and I tried to make the edges more clean. I added the star, and at the end I added just like a super simple minimalistic garland, and I like it. At the end, if you move it around, it kind of looks like a stained glass. I think at the end it looks pretty good. And this is the end. Now you know how to paint at least 4 successful Christmas trees, and you can try the other 2. And I hope you do better than me. I really hope so. Let me know if you try them. Let me know which one is your favorite. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.